Hi, this is Lou here to talk about the UK Game Expo of 2016, and this will be just talk, and then I'll have videos some other time. And my usual caveat, these are very wordy slides to help with people who are hearing impaired, those who like lots of text notes. Sometimes I say near exactly what's on the slide, sometimes I go far afield. I expect most people to listen to this screencast rather than watch it. So what is the UK Game Expo? It's the largest board, card, and RPG game convention in the UK, and that's Great Britain and Northern Ireland. It's the 10th annual. 3 days rather than the more common 4 days of the United States. It's held at the National Exhibition Centre and the Hilton Hotel in Birmingham, England, which is the second largest city in the country. So it's about board and card games, RPGs, some minis, no video, no CCGs, and also it includes cosplay, but not the other things that tend to go along with cosplay at some places. Like at Gen Con we have a lot of writers' stuff, we have a lot of anime and film. That's not here. There are also talks and panels about gaming. For example, how do you fit the rules of your RPG to its setting? The Accommodation is the very large Hilton Birmingham Metropole, and that's also where most of the open gaming takes place, and the tournaments. It's a 300 to 400 meter walk from the NEC. Another large hotel nearby is the Crown Plaza. The room rates are fairly high, well over £100 sterling a night, and the pound sterling is at $1.44 at this time. It's usually around $1.60. There's a train station on the other side of the NEC from the Hilton, and train travel is quite common in Britain, unlike the USA. So that might be a half-a-mile walk to the Hilton. It's also quite near to the Birmingham airport. Now, car parking is expensive. £12 or about $18 a day at the Hilton. The directors of the convention have confirmed the attendance. 25,149, counting people who come more than one day as more than one, or counting each individual person, 12,636. The breakdown was the highest attendance on Saturday and Sunday, actually higher than Friday. Unlike many American conventions, which tend to die early on Sunday if they ever live on Sunday, the Sunday sessions in British conventions are just as lively as earlier day sessions. So this is the largest event of this kind in the UK, second in Europe after Eschenspiel, and about the same size as Origins. Certainly many of the largest game publishers were there, for example Fantasy Flight and Mayfair. They weren't 5 years ago, which was the last time I went to the convention. And the attendance for a 3-day adult ticket is £21 or about $31. My impression is it's a more family-friendly convention than most. There seem to be lots of things for little kids to do under supervision. For example, games to play on mats on the floor made of soft materials, some with giant dice. One 5-year-old that I met got her face painted as a tiger and then got accidentally scared by an orc, quote unquote, somebody in costume. My wife shot a lot of video. The cosplay one will be available in my course, but it'll be a while before the rest can be sorted out. I did not count, but I suspect the percentage of women was higher than at many American game cons, perhaps because the convention appeals to a broader market than many American cons. So, it's a convention with a vast amount of open gaming, a few big tournaments. X-Wing had more than 400 players, a steady stream of talks and panels. The acoustics were very poor for the presenters. I was a presenter several times, but they were okay for listeners. There are lots of exhibitors, including big companies and many of the forlorn booth type that I've talked about. So it's kind of like Origins with a little Gen Con thrown in. And my wife made a separate video just of cosplay because she'd never run into it before. And that will be posted in the course. Thanks for listening.